What's up? What's up? I'm trying this out. This little forest preserve that's by my house. About a good 10 minutes away. Just wanted to try something different. You know, I normally don't go outside of my comfort, but I decided to come here. It's beautiful, man. Like I said all the time, I'm a nature boy, so nature always puts me in a zone where I have inspiration to record. It's just so peaceful and serene where I'm at right now. It's a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful scenery, man. Just coming out and receiving energy from the universe. I want to talk about self-acceptance. Something that we all have to come to a level of understanding. When you accept yourself, the world around you accepts you for who you are. The reason why it's a lot of chaos going on in the world is because people are not in tune with their true power. You know, I was looking at this video earlier, you know, Master Bobby Hemmett was talking about who we are as a people, man, especially us black people. And he kind of motivated me to be able to teach the science that has been lost over the years, man. It was a lot of conscious people in the 90s, in the early 2000s who dropped the knowledge, man. And I'm so kind of mad at myself for not even, well, I was young. In the 90s, I was a little baby, man. In the early 2000s, I was still a baby. But just to think that if I was exposed to this type of knowledge and this wisdom, how much my life, man. But everything happens for a reason, and I don't, you know, regret anything. But going back to what I was getting from his messages. That's why another thing. That's where I get my inspiration from, is master teachers like that. So if you ever want to be big in the world, if you ever want to have an influence, study the masters and master your own self and become greater than them. You know, that's what I realize and I understand now, man, is that when I study certain people's information, it's like I'm tapping into who in truth who I am. And that's the most important thing, man. You tap into your own power, you tap into your own truth, man. And just inspiration, that's all that is, you know. You could look at a musician like Beyonce. Her influences was Michael Jackson, Diana Ross, and she made it into her own. And that's the type of person that I am, you know, that I aspire to be, as a person who takes in information and make it my own, become my own master teacher, you know. It's definitely beautiful, man, being out here, man. Just look at these trees, man. This whole experience, just being out here, man. I'm by myself, man. Nothing but me and my thoughts. There's gonna come a time when we're not going to be able to be free like this. It's already here. But it's really a mental thing, because we all have the power to go into nature. You know, we don't have to pay to come here. We don't have to pay to enjoy life. That's one thing that we've been taught, and it's breaking us down. The family structure has broken down. You know, everything that we realize in life, when you get to a certain age, you realize that, what have I been taught my whole life? There's so much information out here, man. So much science, man. Mental alchemy is so important. When you have this alchemy within your thoughts, when you really, really meditate on the path that you want to live, things will come to you when you least expect it. Like today, I had rode to Indiana on my bike, and it was this bottle of water. In my human mind, I'm looking at the bottle of water like, I'm not about to pick up this bottle of water. It was a fresh, cold bottle of water, and I wanted water early. I was just thinking in my mind, I'm not gonna have enough water to come up here, because right now there's no like water fountains or anything. And I love water. If any of my friends know me, they know that I'm a sucker for water, man, because it's the most important element in this world, man. It keeps us hydrated. It can help you lose weight too, if all my big people out there who, you know, have a problem with weight. But yeah, water is very essential. It was a fresh bottle of water. I'm like, should I take this water? And I picked it up and I just put it back down, because I'm so programmed to think like it could be poison. Somebody can just put some shit in here and I'm drinking the water, and like, you know. But I say all this to say this: your mind is so powerful, and when you live in your truth, you can attract anything that you desire in this world. You know, that was just a simple analogy of what I'm saying right now, that you can attract anything. You know, a lot of times we think that we have to do these ultimate rituals. I'm talking to the conscious people. We have to, you know, go out into nature and plead to God to give us this and give us that. But if we truly want something, if we truly desire something, it really comes with our intent and our emotions behind our intent to attract anything that you can receive in this world. And that's a science that has been taught to us throughout the ages, throughout the time of being in this world. It's written on the walls in Kemet, Egypt. You know, it's written in our system, you know, as far as symbols. You know, that's why I wear this ankh. This ankh is basically a sigil that I wear for protection. Not only that, I remind myself every day that what my path is to uplift humanity, because that's what we're here, and that's why I came here. And I just recently got done talking to this young guy, man, and I can tell he was on some stupid, some dummy shit. You know, he didn't really give me a lot of eye contact. You know, I realized that this dude was out to no good. You know, I felt like he was gonna try to ride me and shit, but he didn't, because I'm protected. You don't fuck with somebody who's protected. You know, I didn't believe this a few years ago. I was like, man, you know, it was just something that I fell under for a while. But I realized that this shit is real, man. Spirituality is real, man. Our science is real. They don't want us to get back into our science, because when we get back into our science, there will be no Black Lives Matter. There will be no protests on the streets and warn the government or the police officers to respect our rights, because we was born with that right. You know, the Creator gave us a right to be, a right to do. So it doesn't affect me. That's why I'm not really into no causes right now, because I know those causes are only for us to be in fear and to really not tap into the true science and what we are. Man, in Egypt, I'm bringing back Egypt because it's written on those walls. You know, the hieroglyphics. They spoke in symbology. They spoke in symbols. That's how you get to people. You know, and that's why sometimes when I record videos, I don't read a script. You know, everything that comes is from the universe. It's coming through me. It's speaking to you. I can look at a symbol and can decipher the symbol. That's how bad I am, man. And I'm not trying to, you know, toot my own horn and my ego. I can look at a symbol and I can just get a symbol and download it and analyze it and just speak out of my mouth whatever I feel. That's what symbols are, and they don't want us to know our true symbols, man. I used to be into the whole Illuminati thing and what they're doing to us, but they took our science and they're doing it wrong. But you know what? You don't mess with the spirit world, because the spirit world is what guides this whole reality that we live in. And the true people, the masters, the teachers that do understand this concept knows this, and that's why they're never affected by anything. But when you get off your path, the police will come for you, the law will come for you. That's why you have to really stay into your truth, man, and understand that, man. Be patient. Don't pick it. Don't say, well, Black Lives Matter. No, man, all lives matter. We got to get out of that, man. That social programming. Because it's not going to shape us or make us become better, man. And I don't look at race, because in Kemet, that's why I think that's why that civilization was destroyed, because we were so trusting in the invaders that invaded the civilization. The Greeks, the Romans, they basically took that and made it their own. That's why they thrived for hundreds of years after the fact that they took a lot of information from Kemet, Egypt. And we're living in the residuals of that right now with the U.S. government. Everything, you can do your research on this, man. Just look around, man. Look at pictures of Washington, D.C. and how the symbology is kind of similar to Kemet, like the phallus. I forgot what you call this, man. It's this white little shape. It's like a little white little thing that points up. I can't think of the name right now, but that's from Egypt. All of those symbols come from that, man. There's nothing new under the sun. That's why when I was younger, people used to call me old-fashioned, or what I'm thinking. And if I had the consciousness that I have now, I could have told them that there's nothing new under the sun. It's all recycled. That's what life is. That's what civilization is. It's recycled. When you have that knowledge, when you have that understanding that everything is recycled, you will not be in fear of what is. Because what is your power. What is for you to tap into your own power. There's no other person outside of yourself that can destroy your power. Only if you let that person destroy your power. I'm 25 years old, and I've always felt like I've been twice my age as far as wisdom. That's how I know reincarnation is real. That's how I know I've been on this earth before. Me and my friend Dave, we always joke about this. Maybe in my past life I probably was a woman, because I can empathize with women, and I think that by empowering women, I'm able to empower myself, because the same things that goes on with women goes on with a lot of gay men, and we have to talk about this. We have to discuss this, and I'm going to make more videos about my experiences being in the gay community, because it all is a reflection of my life and what I went through and things that I discovered within myself. I'm all about self-empowerment. If you're not talking that, then you ain't talking nothing to me. Don't deaden my inspiration. Don't deaden who I am, what my spirit is, because I know my spirit is far beyond what you can conceive of in your human way of thinking. I don't look at lack as being my full reality. Yeah, I don't have a cent to my name right now, but guess what? I'm rich and abundant in health. I'm rich and abundant in wisdom. I'm rich and abundant in my soul and my spirit, man. I can blink out of this reality right now if I wanted to. That's how powerful I am, and that's how powerful you are. And the ancient Egyptians, Kemet, talked about that. They told us that they wrote it all in symbols, man, because they knew that their civilization was going to be destroyed one day, and they knew that they was going to come back. We are the ones, the ancient ones who are back on this world, who's back in this world to change everything. Don't get bamboozled, man. Don't get bamboozled, because when you give into the fear of what the media says, you dead in your spirit. You get off track, and you forget what you came on this earth to do. We all came back in different races, different genders. The wise ones. I'm speaking about the people who's conscious to shape this reality that we live in. The ancient Egyptians wasn't racist. They knew about this. They wasn't sexist. They didn't have the concept of homophobia. That's something that's new into this Western society that we've ingested within our systems. But we have to get it out. We have to not take in that belief system, because we are one. We energy, spirit. Man, this video is 15 minutes, man. I didn't think I was going to record this much, but it's all coming down. It's all coming to me, man. I'm glad that I came here because I'm able to share my light, my experiences, and just teach the science, man, the best way that I can. Because it's all science, man. It's all alchemy. And one day, I'm going to really break this down. This whole concept of alchemy and how to shape your reality through your mind. Because it's all about what you perceive within the mental. You know. So, I just want to leave y'all with that, man. I ain't going to record too long. I ain't going to record no 20 minutes. But I want to leave you with peace, blessings, namaste from the heart chakra, love, peace, understanding. Peace.